right, ladies and gentlemen, let's kick off another video with some tips. This time we're going back to the X of Swords so I can give you guys some of my updated tips after, tinkering in my head and considering this system a little bit more. So just a little recap here for those of you that aren't aware what this X of Swords things is about. It's basically comic cards except swords. And they're basically all RNG, but they're way cheaper to build. So it's actually a pretty fun experience. I know it seems daunting or it seems, really toxic at the outset, and frankly, a lot of the systems in Marvel Future Fight do, but this really isn't one of them. And you can cobble together, and I use the word cobble very liberally here, you can cobble together a really decent set for basically nothing, just by playing the Otherworld battle, even if you lose the majority of your fights. Like, genuinely speaking, you don't need to be a whale to figure out your swords pretty early on. Now, before we actually get into the tips that I have for you, I know I'm delaying this a little bit. I do want to make a commentary about the rewards, because I did make a big deal about the rewards when this game mode first landed. And I have to say, the rewards are not bad. The rewards are not bad. Are you going to be getting a CTP every month? No. But can you easily get the two, you can easily double tap either the Carbonadium or the Soul of the Faltine every single season, which is quite nice because it's a seasonal limit, or it's actually a monthly limit, but you can see there it resets in a couple of days. So yeah, you can I've spent more tokens than I needed to spend. My warrior mementos there, I have 16,000. I could easily have like 20,000, 30,000 maybe. I've spent quite a few of them, and I'll explain why I've spent them in just a minute here. But yeah, you can easily buy this, and I'll show you this right now. We're gonna buy both of these. We're gonna get 600 Soul of the Faltine. Fantastic. That is, what is that? 4 days? It's not a lot, but it's something, right? It's 4 days worth of playing GBR that you don't have to play, which is pretty dope, in my opinion. And I'll be able to farm up more tokens. Like, genuinely speaking, if I hadn't have bought tokens on other things, I probably could buy the Carbonadium once. I don't know if I could buy the Carbonadium twice, but the fact that you can almost clean up both of them every single month is pretty nice. It's not, honestly, not bad. So I think the rewards are pretty good. I just think that they need to rework everything else about the game mode, and we talked about that in the video, with the teams being all the same shit over and over again, the same 5 characters, yada yada yada. But we'll leave that for later. Anyways, moving on to the tips. I'm actually going to talk about the tips now that I have for you guys for X of Swords. Okay, I've worked on this. I'm really happy with this. I haven't paid attention to other content creators, so if someone else has already put this out there, then I apologize for making it sound like I'm, inventing the wheel here. But I give you, okay, get ready for it. This is my grand surprise. Ta-da! Okay. It doesn't really look like much, and yeah, I forgive you. I don't blame you if you have no idea what the hell you're looking at. But what you want to focus on the right side there, of the right side of the screen, is the swords that I've locked, okay? And this is essentially what the strategy is going to be, in my opinion, for players moving forward from a decent set of swords. Remember at the beginning of the video, and you can honestly just pull the video back 2 minutes to hear what I was saying, but I was basically saying you could cobble together a decent set of swords basically for free and basically very easily. It doesn't even take that much time, right? You could just roll swords until you get some good ones. Honestly, 2 or 3 of the swords that I have equipped right now in this video, I rolled on the first day, on the very first day of the update, when it landed like a month ago or whatever it was, right? So it's not difficult. It's not difficult at all. The difficulty is what I'm talking about right now. The difficulty is in perfecting your swords, right? Perfecting the swords is where there's a ton of RNG, and you're probably looking at that one green sword and you're like, yo, that's pretty juicy, Alex. Could you give me that green sword? Yeah, I happen to get very lucky on video rolling that green sword. But all of the other ones, you can see just, average everyday luck, and the red happens to be 2 swords combined with a 2 and a 4. But from here, from this sort of position, I'm really only tapping in to about, I would say, 50%. It's a little bit more than 50% because the mastery effect at the top there, that 21, it tops out at 36. So technically, from a mathematical perspective, 18 is 50%, but it scales it scales higher, right? The higher you go, the more you're getting, because you're also getting these other stats, right? Like in order to get more judgment, which is pierce reduction, I'm sacrificing any of the energy damage decrease, which is basically, you can look at it as 50% all defense, like half of whatever it provides as all defense. So that's not bad, right? 4.5% all defense. People spend thousands of dollars for their agent level to get that bonus. So getting it for free on cards is pretty good. But yeah, to get from 50% to somewhere closer to, 75%, 80, whatever, I don't think anyone's ever going to master their swords. But if you are looking to take that next step, this is the strategy you're going to employ, okay? I'm going to show you the strategy live after explaining basically the strategy, okay? So the strategy is this. You're going to enhance swords 3 times. You're aiming for 3 times, and you're aiming to see the same color 3 times. If you don't see the same color 3 times, you just trash the sword. Straight up. If you don't see the same color on the first 2, you trash the sword. It's a very punishing system. I've gone through hundreds of swords just to set this up for today's video to show you guys. It's not easy. It's painful, but this is only to be done after you've established your cards. Okay, this is not a strategy, or sorry, for your swords. This is not a strategy that you use from the beginning. Because if you use the strategy from the beginning, you're not going to have any swords equipped, and you're not going to have any stats. So get yourself a baseline of about 50%, okay? Anywhere from like 15 to 20 element mastery, okay? And then you can start using this strategy. So I'll show you the strategy in real time here. We're going to go a bit faster than I normally would. If I see green, I just stop right away because I have a 5-star green. But yeah, this one's trash. We're going to go on to the next one. And you're basically just doing this rapid fire. And I know this seems very similar to what I already showed you guys in the previous video, but the difference here, oh, okay, this is really good. So the difference here is I'm going to go one more time, and if it's red, it's money. Shit. Okay, so this one's trash, actually. Believe it or not, that one's trash. And basically, you're going to do this over and over again. It's painful, I know. And then you're going to lock the ones that, nope, that are the same color 3 times. If you happen to get the same color 3 times and then you YOLO the 4th and you hit it, or vice versa, I shouldn't have rolled the 3rd time. That was stupid. I was locked in my talking and I wasn't paying attention. But anyways, I sort of broke my own rule here. You can see here on the 3rd one I rolled red, and then I YOLO'd the 4th one and I got blue, so I locked it. Here I YOLO'd the 4th one after getting blue on the 3rd one. I kind of screwed it up. Here, don't really ask me what I was doing. But anyways, what you basically want, right? You basically want to get a bunch of swords that are the same color, right? 3 out of 3 of the same color, or 3 out of 4 of the same color. And then what you want to do, and you're going to amass these over days, weeks. This is not going to be something you do in one day, okay? So this is like a slow sort of build up, but it does work, okay? Then what you're going to start doing, once you start building up some of these swords, don't do this step until you have the swords, okay? You don't buy the sausage casing before you have the sausage. That's really weird analogy. But anyways, once you have those swords, then you start buying the rune element selectors, these ones, okay? And I told you guys I could have more tokens, I could have more warrior mementos if I wasn't spending them on shit to make this video. So now let me show you the shit that I spent them on to make this video. So we go over here, and you can see I only bought 2. Okay, it's 6,000 mementos, but hey, that's 300 carbonadium. So you're gonna have to make a decision at some point. You're looking yourself in the mirror, and you're, hey, am I really gonna rock this side part haircut or this fuckboy haircut? This is the same sort of thing. Am I really going to spend 6,000 warrior mementos instead of getting 300 carbonadium, which is like 2 days worth of playing World Boss Legend? And the answer to that question for me was yes. Yes, it was. So you can see here that when you buy it, it'll prompt you with this page to select it. If you just hit cancel, it'll go into your inventory and it'll have a 60-day expiry. So you can see I bought this 5 days ago and I bought the other one 2 days ago. That's really good. A 60-day expiry is really, really good. So for you whales out there who are already in Challenger, already at the highest rank of Otherworld Battle, you could technically start buying these selectors and sort of stockpiling them. I wouldn't stockpile them too much, but hey, it's you do what you want to do. And then from there, you buy the element rune of whatever sword you have the most of the 3+ variety. So we're gonna go back to my list here, and we're gonna take a look. I got 3 blue. I got a 3 out of 4 blue. I got a 3 out of 4 red. I got a 3 out of 3 red. I got a lot of blue and a lot of red, basically. That's the short story. I got a lot of blue and a lot of red, and then I got an orange as well. Now, looking at the stats, I don't really give a shit about blue, to be honest with you. But I like orange, and I really like red. And particularly, I like red because it'll give me a new slot. If I can roll a 5 or a 6 red, I can lose one of the swords, and I can finally equip an yellow, right? And then if I could equip a yellow, it's going to skyrocket my element mastery, because that's just like easy, free, easy points. And I actually already have a sword waiting in the wings that's +4 yellow, right? So I can go from 21, boom, up to 25. See? So you just have to bank it on one, and you can really, you know, have a massive increase. So we're going to choose all red here. Big surprise. Huge surprise that I was choosing red. Not a huge surprise at all. You can see how much you own, by the way, at the bottom there. I have 85 of them. So I actually already have a lot of reds. Probably not the best idea to go all red. I'm actually gonna, I'll choose one blue. You know what? Screw it. We'll go half and half. We'll go red and blue. Okay. And here we go. This is the rest of the video. I was, you know, this is what you're gonna do. So I'm gonna move my camera so you guys can see what the hell's going on. But basically, I have this 3 red, and we're going to choose these stones. Now, there's 2 ways of doing this, right? You can do this the way that I'm showing you, where it only gives you, it doesn't give you a much higher chance, right? Instead of a 16% chance to roll red, it's 25. Those are not great odds. I'm gonna be honest with you; those are not great odds. It's a 1 in 4, but it's a 1 in 4 3 times, which is pretty good. Alternatively, if you wanted to be more sure about this, and I would recommend this strategy for free-to-plays, low-spending players, players who hate RNG, you could wait around to get the Radiant Runes, which bumps up your chance to 35%. However, the reason why I'm not talking about Radiant Runes in this video is for 2 reasons. 1, I don't have any, and 2, I have no idea how to get them. Yeah, so good luck to whoever has Radiant Runes. I don't have a single one at all, and yeah. Maybe they'll come out later. Hopefully they won't be paywalled or some bullshit like that. But anyways, let's go ahead and see here. 25% chance. Are we going to hit some juicy stuff here? We hit a 4th red. Let's go, baby. So this is basically, yes, this is basically the strategy. This is basically the strategy. Okay, cool. It takes a lot of the stones, by the way. It takes a lot of the stones. It's taking 13 and I only have 74. So you got to buy a lot of those selectors of 20. But here we go. We have another 25% chance to hit a red. We hit an orange. Fuck. Okay, and last one here. I probably... Oh, come on, give me a red. Yellow. Oh, my God. Okay, so I... All right, that was a big waste, basically. Yeah, that was a big waste. I'm actually going to keep this one because the Rune of Return, I'm not actually sure what this does. But yeah, you can return it. So I don't know if it's going to give me all my resources back. I would like that, but I'm actually going to keep that one for the time being. That could have been really nice, man. That could have been really nice. Well, we got shafted. That's okay. We're going to try a blue one here. We have a few blues. Oh, you know what? We don't actually even have that many blues. I think we don't even have... I think we barely have enough blues to do 4 and 5. Let's see. Orange. Yeah, I see. At this point, I would just stop. To be perfectly honest with you, if this was the sword, I would just go on to the next one, and I would just try. So this strategy has a lot of heartache, but shit, there's the red now. Okay, buddy. Yeah, this could get a little bit deeper. I'm not really going into it in this video, but this could get a little bit deeper if you pay attention to what effects you're rolling on the cards. Okay, or sorry, on the swords. I'm not going to do that because I have sanity left in my brain and I'm not going to spend it on this game. Funny enough. This one is orange. I don't think I have enough oranges. No, I don't have enough oranges to roll this one. So yeah, that's basically the strategy. Unfortunately, I did not have anything better to show you guys. You know what? I'm just going to YOLO these last 2 here on this one. Let's see what we get here. Green. Yeah, this one's getting bricked. This one's getting bricked. Okay, yeah, that shit's bricked. We're just gonna dismantle this shit, get back some of my crap. Yeah, it can be a pretty disheartening show run, you know, whatever you want to call it. Man, that one could have been so good. Even if it hit 5, even if it had just hit 5, I would have easily replaced my 4 and then swap the 2 for the 4 here. But yeah. Yeah, Dems the brakes. I don't really want to drop from 12% decreased Pierce down to 7. That's like almost 50% drop if I unequip the 2. So I was fine going from 12 to 9. It's still a big drop, but yeah, no. That's how the cookie crumbles. So yeah, that's the strategy. Hopefully it helps you guys out. Hopefully you have better luck than I did. And yeah, I'll hit you guys up in the next video with more content. Thanks so much for watching. Smash the like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.